So how do you make a Valentine's Day card that is super easy? Even my cat could do it. Are you gonna make me a Valentine's Day card, Beanable? Take that as a no. Fine. So creating your own handmade Valentine's Day card is super special for your partner, and also it saves some money, which I'm sure you already know, so let's just get into it. So I like using watercolor paper because it is a nice thick paper and because I just already have some in my house. So this is my sketchbook made out of watercolor paper. So the first thing you want to do is just decide what size you want your card to be. So I'm going to do just a basic 4x6, which I measured out, and then I'm just gonna paint with this pink gouache to give sort of a nice background color. Now you can also use construction paper if you wish, but I like kind of having a thicker card. And then I just printed out on basic computer paper the font and the words that I wanted it to say. And I'm just gonna transfer this with this transfer paper, but you can also, I'll show you in just a second how you can also use graphite if you don't have like transfer paper. But I'm just gonna tape this down with a piece of Scotch tape, and remember that you want it on your right side because you're gonna end up folding this paper later down the middle. So this is gonna be the front of your card, and I'm just using this little thing that came with my transfer paper to kind of press down, but you can also use like a ballpoint pen or a mechanical pencil that you've kind of retracted the lead in. So I'm just looking to kind of see how the transfer is going, and it's looking nice. So here I'm just gonna show you how you can also use graphite on the back of your paper if you don't have transfer paper. And I'm just using a mechanical pencil here, and you can see very faint lines there. So you can also transfer your words that way. And I'm kind of loving this little song right now. She put my name in yellow hearts. And so I thought it would be cute to kind of have a play on that and saying, I put your name in yellow hearts. And so that's the words that I have on the front, and then I'm going to do a bunch of really cute yellow hearts, kind of like a pop-up card in the middle. So I'm just going around the words here, and I'm outlining it with gouache paint, and I'm just doing black and white, but of course you can have the front of your card say whatever you want. You can also use different things, like if you wanted to use a Sharpie on top of a light colored paper like this pink paper, you could fill it in all black, and that would look really good as well. I kind of wanted my card to have this painted look, so that's why I am sticking with the gouache for now. Now I'm just going to take these clips off once everything is dry, and it does have this serrated edge, but sort of since I painted over it, it's kind of sticking. So I'm just going to cut along the serrated edge, and I'm going to cut off the kind of white bottom part as well. And the white bottom part I'm going to use kind of for my pop-up section. So I'm just going to cut that into strips. And so now I have the perfect size for a 4x6 card. And I'm just going to fold it in half, and you can see both sides are painted pink. But now I could just fold it over, and I have the perfect 4x6 card. So now I just have to focus on creating what's next for the inside. And because I'm doing these yellow hearts and I don't have yellow paper, I'm just going to paint another sheet of watercolor paper with, I'm actually using acrylic paint for this, just because it's a bit cheaper. And so I didn't want to waste too much of my gouache paints. But yeah, I'm just painting it a solid color, and then I'm going to, while that's drying, I'm going to cut these strips into little accordion strips. So, and then I'll glue these on the inside so that I can have a little bit of a pop-up card, which will be just really fun and cute. And you can make as many of these accordion strips as you need. Just make sure that you have 2 tabs sort of in the front and the back that can glue onto your card. So there are a lot of different ways to do this, but I'm just doing it literally the easiest and most basic way, because even though I'm an artist, I'm really not crazy crafty, and I don't like to spend too much time. So I'm just using a hot glue gun to glue down these little accordion strips, and you can use a glue stick as well, but I didn't have a glue stick actually, so I'm just using what I had in my house. So this hot glue gun works perfectly well. And you just want to do the top and bottom tabs. And then to kind of make it blend in with the background, I'm going ahead and painting these tabs once the glue is dry, the same exact pink gouache color that I painted the outside and inside of the card. And that way my hearts will just kind of blend in and I don't have to cut them out into like crazy shapes, and I can glue multiple hearts actually on these tabs. So it just gives it a little dimension, and it's really fun, but painting it the same color just helps it blend in and not be too distracting from the actual scene that I want to create in the inside of the card. Okay, so now I have my tabs and they're all gonna lay down flat. So I'm gonna put just a heavy book to kind of flatten this card out, and you can also do this overnight while you're waiting for the whole thing to kind of settle so that you know, it's gonna lay flat as a real card. So now you can just draw your hearts on the back sheet, but so that way you're not like messing up, and you can kind of do a loose sketch and then cut out your hearts so that the front side is going to be the solid yellow color. And again, you can do this with construction paper as well, but I just really like the thickness of this watercolor paper. And you don't have to do hearts, you can do any kind of shape that you want. But of course, since I'm doing this, I put your name in yellow hearts. That's what I am doing for my Valentine's Day card. And then I'm just gonna write my husband's name here in the hearts. I sometimes, as a joke, call him Mark Alfred. Alfred is his middle name, and I just think it's funny because it kind of sounds like an old man name. But and so that's a joke between us. But now I'm just gluing with my hot glue gun these hearts. Some I'm doing on the very back of the paper that's super flat, and then some I'm doing on the tabs so that it has a nice dimension. And now I've cleaned up my whole studio space, and so it's looking a little bit better, but just kind of wanted to show you guys the area I'm working in. So this is how the card turned out. I'm super happy with it. Let's see if it'll focus there. Yeah. So I absolutely love the way this card turned out. It's just so special, and I mean, it's just really simple, but I know that my husband is gonna absolutely love that I just put this little bit of extra effort into making a really sweet card for him. He's not all about money and like big gifts, so this will literally mean the world to him, and I know it'll mean the world to your boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner as well. Guys, I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye, guys.